That's Richard and Karen. Oh, yeah, they do a great job. And they're going to be doing all kinds of dance classes for you, getting you ready for some of these theme evenings as well. All right, then we have a gentleman on board who is going to be doing religious services tomorrow morning. For those of the Protestant faith, we're going to have a Protestant service tomorrow morning. And here to help us out with those of the Protestant faith, say hello to Reverend Kilbride. Hello, Reverend. How are you, sir? And where are you from, Reverend?
I'm from Belfast, Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland. Well, welcome aboard. Then tomorrow morning, also, we're going to be having Catholic Mass. And here to help us out with those of the Catholic faith is Father Kilbride. Father? Hi, Father. Where are you from?
I'm from County Tipperary in Southern Ireland.
Southern Ireland. Okay. There you go. On Friday evening, we're going to have Sabbath Eve services for those of the Jewish faith. And here to help us out with that is Rabbi Kilbride. Rabbi? Hi, Rabbi. Where are you from?
Southwest of Jerusalem.
Oh, we have some fun with Father, but Father Kilbride's been with us here many, many times. He does a great job with all of our religious needs, so when you see it in the program, come on by. He's going to have, like we said, Protestant services tomorrow morning and also Catholic Mass, and that will be celebrated as the week goes on. Thursday evening, we mentioned, is a formal evening, and then we're also going to be having renewal of matrimonial vows. So 62 years, you can get to do it again. The newlyweds, you can do it again. Father takes care of that as well. And, of course, the Sabbath Eve on Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, Father Kilbride, let's give him a nice round of applause. Thank you, Father. And we'll give you a certificate in the whole 9 yards. All right. Now we're going to move on to the crew staff. That's my staff here on board. I cannot certainly do it alone. And I've got a great, healthy staff for you here. Lots of smiling faces, lots of information, lots of things we're going to do with you this week. And one thing we're going to do with you this week is snorkel. We're going to take you on a excursion called Dive In. A chance for you to go snorkeling in the ports of call. Rather than for me to talk about it, let's bring out Eric. He'll introduce his team to you and tell you about the Dive In program. Say hello to Mr. Eric Benedict.
Thanks, Denny. Welcome aboard and Happy New Year on behalf of the Dive In team. Before I go any further, let me introduce the rest of the staff before we start down here. This gentleman right here is the royal that nobody talks about, all the way from the Lake District in England, Diver Calvin. That's it. Next to us here, we've got kind of a local boy. We've got Bobby, and Bobby comes all the way from the hills of Tennessee. And all the way down the end, we have a truly international team. We've got our own Spanish ambassador himself, Jamie, all the way from Gijón, Spain. Now, we make up your Dive-In team, and Dive-In is an onboard snorkeling program. We snorkel in all of our ports of call. We're going to give you everything you need. Your mask, fin, snorkel, snorkeling vest, transportation, instructions. The four of us are going to snorkel right alongside, talk about the different fish and corals. It happens all in the Dive-In program. It's the funnest thing to do, and we do so out. So if you're interested in doing any snorkeling, come by and talk to the Dive-In guys. We also have scuba diving available for those that are certified in scuba in St. John and St. Thomas. Come by and see us. We're at the Dive-In Shore Excursion Desk that's located one deck up, international deck, starboard or right-hand side, all the way forward next to the ice cream parlor. We'll be open over the next 6 days for the, 9 to noon, 2 to 4 for Sunday and Monday. But our order form box is out 24 hours a day, so if we're not there and you want to go snorkeling, just complete one of the diving registration forms, slip it in the box, and come by when we're open and pick up those tickets. All right? Welcome aboard, everybody, and let's have fun. What I'm going to do now is introduce the rest of the shore excursion staff. We've got Kathy and Chantel, and they're going to talk about all the other tours that are available. A nice round of applause for Kathy.
Thank you, Eric. Working with me this week is Chantel, and Chantel is from Montreal, Canada. I myself am from Las Vegas, Nevada, and we are your shore excursion team on board with you this week, helping you make your choices in each of our ports of call. And like Dive-In, it is a 24-hour order system, so if you already know what you want, just go ahead and fill out the form and slip it right in the box. We work very closely with Dive-In, and we're right beside them on International Deck. So you can order 24 hours a day. If you order by 4 p.m. on Sunday, we're going to have those tickets delivered right to your cabin door on Sunday night. Anytime after that, just come right by and we'll be more than happy to have your tickets ready and waiting for you. We have a wide variety of tours. We have everything from helicopters to submarines and seaplanes. And of course, we do have trips out to that nude beach in St. Martin. And of course, we do have bus tours in each of our ports of call as well. Will you guys stop it? So definitely do come join us for any one of our tours, and we will have desk hours along with the dive-in department. Whatever you choose to do this week, have a wonderful time. And we'll hand it right back over to Denny.
Kathy. That's the dive-in team. That's the shore excursion team. They're upstairs on the international deck again, over on the starboard side, just forward of stair tower number 3. Tomorrow they'll be open from 9 to 12 and 2 to 4. But some of the tours now are limited, and same with the dive-in program. It's a limited program, so if you're interested, get involved with that. Let's bring out the rest of the crew staff to you now, because we've got people that are going to be up in the fitness center with you. We've got our youth coordinators with us here. We've got one of our TV coordinators. We've got our host team that's going to be helping you play bingo and all that good stuff. And, of course, we got your assistant down in the end. What do you think about this team? There you go. Don't forget these faces now, because they are going to be with you. They're going to be your family for the entire week here. We start out all the way over to the left here with a gentleman who's known as the lead sports afloat coordinator. Now, he takes care of the fitness center, and he'll introduce his staff to you and tell you a little bit about the fitness center. Say hello to Bob Drews, and Bob joins us all the way from
the fitness capital of the world, Hoboken, New Jersey. Thank you, Danny. And Joy comes from
Alabama.
I'll give her a little Alabama. And Kathy, where do we get you?
Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Virginia Beach. All right. Me and these two lovely ladies work out of the fitness center, which is up on Olympic Deck. We're open 8 to 8 every day, and we have a plethora of classes up there for you this week. That's a whole lot. Beginning tomorrow morning at 8:15, we have senior aerobics. 9 o'clock, we have a high-low aerobics class. 10 o'clock, we have step. And then throughout the day, we have stretch and relax, and we have belly busters, and we have a Cybex orientation, so you know how to use the equipment up there. The one thing we want to emphasize, folks, is we are user-friendly up there. Please do not be intimidated by the fitness center. Come on up. We are there to help. All right, so come on up anytime during the day, and one of the three of us will be up there. We'll be more than happy to help you to get started on a program, more than happy to help you to get into our classes. Now, as an incentive, we would like to give you a T-shirt, and Joy is holding that T-shirt right there. We're very proud of... indeed. We're very proud of our program that gets you a T-shirt by the end of the week. And in order to get the T-shirt, you have to get 7 tickets. Kathy's going to show you those little tickets. And we have many, many ways to get tickets for you. You can come to our classes. You can get tickets just for walking. You can get tickets just for taking the stairways. Okay? But the only way... I kid you not. The only way you're going to know about that, though, is if you do come upstairs, talk to us, get a copy of our fitness itinerary, and look in the cruise news. That's going to help you out as well. Okay, folks, please come on up and talk to us. Have some fun with us this week. Thank you. I'm going to give it back to Denny.
Thank you, Bob. That's Bob and the Sports Afloat team. Next, we have a youth program here on board for all of our youths and all of our teens on board. And we've got Darren King. Darren's going to come out, and he's going to tell you about the youth and teen program. We turn you over to Darren, and Darren joins us all the way from...
Camden, New Jersey.
There you go.
Oh, I got a ride home. Yes, we are the Youth Coordinators Board, and here's my other helper, and she is?
Julie from Cincinnati, Ohio.
And we also have Mr. Matt Barnacle, who's downstairs right now with our teenagers, and he's from Worcester, Mass. We are the youth coordinator staff here aboard the SS Norway, and we run a high-energy activity center for all the kids on board. This week aboard the SS Norway, we have close to 200 kids from the ages of 3 to 17, and we run activities for all of them. We have programs for 3 to 5-year-olds, 6 to 12-year-olds, and teens, that's 13 to 17-year-olds. Our first activity for them will be tomorrow morning for all of our 3 to 5-year-olds and 6 to 12-year-olds up in Trollland, located on the International Deck at 9:30. So if any kids want to come down and have some fun with us, come on and see us. Now I turn it back over to Denny.
They do a great job, by the way, with the children. I know I just had mine with me for Christmas and New Year's, 8 and 12, and I never saw them. I thank you very much for that. I never saw them. They were in troll land from the minute they get up, and they are the biggest critics because they've been with me on all of the ships. And, they'll come back and they say, well, I don't really like that youth coordinator here on board the Norway. They do a really fine job with the children. So if you got any kids, make sure that you go on up to troll land. Again, it's located up on the international deck on the starboard side by stair tower number 2. Now, the next gentleman we introduce you to, he's one of your TV coordinators here on board. He's going to tell you a little bit about the TV station and what they're going to be showing there. This is Robert, and Robert joins us all the way from
Daytona Beach, Florida.
Daytona Beach, Florida.
And my partner in crime is Chris, and Chris is back there if you look. Chris, where are you from? Somewhere in New Jersey. And what we have on your cabins this week is on Channel 3 is the information channel, which is the shopping, the port and cruise talks. Dive-in is there. On Channel 5 is the Islands channel, ports of call, St. Martin, St. John, St. Thomas. On Channel 7 is the movie channel, movies like Independence Day, Mission Impossible, Truth About Cats and Dogs. On Channel 9 is ESPN, live, brought to you by. On Channel 11 is CNN, both coming from satellite. And back to Denny.
Thank you, Robert. Robert and Chris there, they do a real fine job up in the TV studio. All right, next we have our host-I team here on board. No cruise ship could run without a host-I team. We've got a good host-I team for you here on board. And first of all, we have
Sean.
Sean comes all the way from
Seattle, Washington.
Seattle, Washington. And right next door here we have
Steve.
Steve. Where's Steve from?
Annapolis, Maryland.
Maryland. And right next door here we have
Vanessa from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.
And you Canadians better come up and say hi to her or she will sniff you out. Trust me. She loves the Canadians to come on up to her. And last but not least to the team here we have
It's Brett, all the way from Enfield, Connecticut.
Connecticut. Oh, they have some high-energy stuff for you this week as well. You're going to be finding all kinds of craft classes up in the library. We're going to have quizzes available for you up there. The host-I team take care of that, along with the library as well. And we're also going to have bingo. What's a cruise without bingo? It starts right away tomorrow morning. Father Kilbride will be in here blessing the cards, so come on in and have a good time with that. We're going to give away a cruise for 2 also on Thursday. Thursday, we're going to give away a cruise for 2 in the afternoon, and that's with your host-I team and your crew staff here on board the Norway. But this team here, you're going to be seeing them at the gangways, in the various ports of call, helping you off the vessel, giving you these going ashore tickets, which we'll talk about later on in the week. We don't need to go into that now. But you're going to be seeing them all over the vessel and do a fine job. Ladies and gentlemen, that's your host-I team here on board the Norway. And last but not least, you have your assistant cruise director in mind, and this is Karen. And Karen joins us all the way from
Orange County, California.
Orange County, California. Now, as an assistant cruise director, she takes care of all of the revenue areas on board. We talked about bingo briefly. She takes care of all of the paperwork for that. We also got a lottery here on board where you can pick the numbers if you want to, or you can get a quick pick out of the machine. And the grand prize is, $10,000. $25,000, sorry, and 10 cabins here on board the Norway with 10 of your best friends, or 20, of course. And if you win that and you don't have any of 20 of your closest friends, we're available, right? Don't you want to go with the lottery? There you go. Okay. But you can get lottery tickets inside your cruise news every day. You'll see when the lottery terminals are open. They're available for you outside of the dining room, and here, right outside the North Cape Lounge, is where all the numbers are posted for the lottery. So if you purchase it today and maybe forget about the ticket maybe until Thursday, you can still check in on it on Thursday. The numbers are posted right outside of the lounge here. But Karen takes care of all of the paperwork for that. Theme evenings, you're going to see her out there with the friendly cruise staff teaching you all kinds of dancing at Country Western Night, Caribbean Night. She's going to be everywhere. You're going to say after a couple of hours, wait a minute, this gal's got to have a double. Everywhere I look, I see Karen. Well, that's her job here to make sure things happen when they're supposed to happen. The host-I team and myself, we take care of the cruise news. She takes care of the scheduling, which is a heavy schedule, which none of the staff are ever happy with because it's a really heavy schedule, and lots of folks are going to be working many, many, many hours for you out there this week. But we bring back the shore excursion team and the diving team, and that was on the end there. Karen, your assistant cruise director. A nice round of applause for Karen. Yes, sir. Along with the shore excursion team and the diving team and myself, Denny, we are the cruise director staff here on board the Norway. Now, please do not forget these smiling faces. There you go. Because they're going to be with you all week long. We're all in the same boat for the next 7 days, all right? These folks up here, I can guarantee you, they're going to say good morning to you. They're going to say good afternoon to you. They're going to say good evening to you. Please make sure that you respond back good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, or we're going to get down to our cabins, knock our heads against the wall, saying, well, how come these folks are not responding to us? I can guarantee you 99.9% is going out to you out there. All we need is that one little percent from you to make it a total success. Now, are we going to get that 1%? My ass off for 45 minutes. Who's at the gangway today? Somebody giving out Dramamine at the gangway today? All right, we're not used to that now, okay? We're a healthy staff here on board. We like to have fun. We want to have fun with you out there. 99.99 is going out to you out there. All we need is that one little 0.1% from you. Now, are we going to get that 1/10%? Hey, ladies and gentlemen, that's what we want to hear. We want you to have fun here on board the Norway this week, and we say a hearty and warm welcome on board the Norway from your friendly crew staff. We're known for our crew staff here at Norwegian Cruise Line. Here they are. They're the friendly ones. Don't forget that staff. Thank you, ladies, and thank you, gentlemen. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move into showtime. We're going to give you a little taste of what the entertainment's like here on board the Norway this week, and we're going to introduce you to a couple that